first. She calls Stephen A. Smith a diva. A diva. Shout out to the divas.
Hello.
And this is where she blasted him. Let's get right with it. Here we go.
If I listen to ESPN for an hour, it's like watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's the same drama, and they're yelling at each other, and they don't get along. You know, I mean, Stephen A. Smith, he's just like every other
he'd
talk
be a
show
great
host.
Real Housewife.
He would be
Right.
right.
It would be amazing.
So that
Okay, so first things first. So she never actually said it. The white man said it. I don't know if he's gay. Shout out to Datum. I don't know if he's gay, but he actually said it. Let me run that back so y'all can see. Here we go.
you know, I mean, Stephen A. Smith, he's just like every other
Let us know what you think in the comment section. Here we go, people.
He'd be a
talk show
great
host.
Real Housewife.
He would be
Right. It
right.
would be amazing.
So that's why I'm like,
And by the way, for those of y'all who didn't know, that's this right here is what's the lady name? Michelle Obama's brother. This is Michelle Obama's brother. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up so you guys can see this ninja. I don't know what's going on anymore, bro. But shout out to them though. Let me see. Hold on. Where we at? Let me put TikTok away. Let me pull up Google. Here we go. Let me see. Michelle Obama brother. All right, so this is Craig Robinson. And this is Craig and this is Michelle. Can I make this big so y'all can see it? All right, so I mean, yeah. And everything we say is for entertainment purposes. Everything we say is for entertainment purposes only. So y'all don't get mad at me, dog. All right, so this the ninja right here. This the ninja. I'm trying to pull up a big picture. Let me see. All right, so this the ninja. See, can I make him big? All right, this the ninja right here. Let me make it big. Here we go. All right. So this the ninja. So you guys see the ninja. Now, that's her brother. Just so I can bring you guys up to speed and you guys know who's who, because I don't watch her podcast. And shout out to her podcast. All right. Let me see. Here we go.
Right.
Right?
It would be amazing.
So that's why I'm like, what's the difference? It's just, you know, it's just sociological drama. If I listen,
I mean, it's all mental masturbation when we think about it, right? I don't know. It's all mental masturbation to me. That's it.
if I listen to
I'm trying to find a longer piece that I could play.
If I listen to ESPN for an hour, it's
Let me see. I guess we'll play it back one more time. They don't have a longer piece. I guess that little clip hurt Stephen A. Smith's feelings, and it's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world, Stephen A. Everybody's entitled to an opinion. It's probably a bunch of girls that feel the same way about my shit, and it is what it is. I mean, we all popping shit on mics now. What can we do? Shout out to everybody on the podcast on the mic, ninja. What can we do? I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say because we're all gossiping at this point, even me. And I don't even like to talk like that, to be real. I know that's hard to believe, right?
But what the hell?
That's hard to believe. But I don't even like gossiping like that. I feel like I'm chatty. Shout out to what's this ninja name? Shout out to Dame Dash. Shout out to Dame Dash. I feel like I'm chatting. I'm chatty. I'm a chatty patty, ninja. I don't know, ninja. Chatty patty. Okay. Here we go.
if I listen to ESPN
No,
for an hour,
I ain't trying to
it's
hear
like
this ninja right here. Hold on. We play it one more time. I'm gonna tell you what Stephen A. Smith said. Here we go.
If I listen to ESPN for an hour, it's like watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's the same drama, and they're
Tell us what
yelling at
y'all
each
think.
other, and they don't get along. You know, I mean, Stephen A. Smith, he's just like every other
He'd be a
talk show
great
host.
Real Housewife.
He would be
Right.
right.
It would be amazing.
So that's why I'm like, what's the difference? It's just, you know, it's just sociological drama.
Like I said, they call it sociological drama, but we can say the same thing about everything. Because if y'all actually studied, and shout out to Michelle Obama, I'm not coming at her personally, right? I'm just saying, if y'all actually studied how to make music and how to make film, I hope y'all know it's the same shit over and over and over and over. And that's why they say Or in the words of the famous Kendrick Lamar, that's why that ninja say, turn the TV off, ninja. Because all forms of art revolve around an idea. It's just how it works. But like I said, when it comes to TV and shit like that, and sports shows, talk shows, ninja, it's just like I said, it's mental masturbation. It is what it is. It's just what we like. As humans, that's what we like. And here's Stephen A. Smith responding. Here we go.
I respectfully
hold on.
disagreed and still remain pretty salty about what you said.
Let me see. Is this the full one? Shout out to AO. AO said, I don't know about a chatty patty, but I'm definitely eye candy. Shout out to AO. Shout out to all the ladies watching me. Ladies, if you like me,
to ESPN
if you like me, ladies, please hit the like button, because the like button helps more people see the show. I appreciate you. Thank you. Here we go.
I respectfully disagreed and still remain pretty salty about what you said about us. And I feel even more adamant about what your husband, Barack Obama, said when he talked to those men in Pittsburgh and implied that to not vote for Kamala is because we're engaging in some sort of misogyny.
Now, like I said, me personally, let me stop y'all right there. Me personally, I always feel like there's an agenda. Let me make myself sit up. Now, you know me, I'm a conspiracy theorist, so y'all know what it is. I gotta play the song. Shout out to the X-Files, man. I want to believe, ninja. I want to believe. So me, I'm a conspiracy theorist. So I personally feel like Stephen A. Smith doesn't actually care. I personally feel like Stephen A. Smith is setting the scene for him to run for office in the future, ninja. Now, you ninjas could agree with me. You ninjas could not agree with me. But like I said, ninja,
what the hell, boy?
I pay attention to the stage. So even the things that he's discussing right now, he's bringing up the presidency. What are the odds, my ninja? What are the odds? Here we go. Run it back.
I respectfully disagreed and still remain pretty salty about what you said about us. And I feel even more adamant about what your husband, Barack Obama, said when he talked to those men in Pittsburgh and implied that to not vote for Kamala is because we're engaging in some sort of misogyny.
All right, so let's see what Obama said. Let's bring y'all back in time. These are all moments in time, people. We're literally making history right now. Do you understand that? This is history, people. This is history. All right, so let me see. Barack Obama says black men vote for Kamala. And we're not trying to get political. Everybody has their own beliefs. And to put it in perspective for you guys, how much I don't care about the political parties and shit like that, ninja, I ain't even vote, ninja. Let me just put that out there. I ain't even vote, ninja.
You need to leave.
I ain't participating. Shout out to America the Ugly. Oops, I meant the beautiful. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I ain't even participating, ninja, but that's besides the point, because I'm not trying to tell people to don't vote. Go vote. It starts with voting. Trust me, I know, because I talked to white people, and the white people told me, and I listened to what they said, and they told me, if you want to cause some change, go vote, ninja, because they be voting, and they vote in blocks. See, other communities, shout out to my black ninjas, shout out to my people, shout out to the African people across the diaspora, shout out to the American black people, whatever they want to call themselves. What do they call themselves? Shout out to the FBAs and all that shit. The difference between all of us and all these other people is they stick together like glue, whereas black people aren't monolithic in their thinking. And because of that, the reason why they're able to cause the change that they want to cause is because they have these things called voting blocks, right? So they're a group of people that no matter what they agree on or don't agree on, they'll turn around and vote for this person. So follow me, ninja. Here we go.
Do you agree with President Obama's recent suggestion?
Hold on, let me see. Here we go.
We've got a candidate to vote for in this election.
Now, shout out to Mr. President Barack Obama, former President Barack Obama. Here we go.
Who demonstrates that kind of character, who knows what real strength looks like, who will set a good example and do the right thing and leave this country better than she found it. That is what this election is about. And that is why it is my honor.
Also, let me say another thing too. Now, y'all know I love me my ladies, but why would y'all ever think, bruh? I mean, what do I say? What's the correct terminology? Laughable? laughable. I'm trying to think of the right word to say. Comedic? Is that the right word? Is it comedic? Why would y'all ever think in America, in God's white America, right? Follow me for a second. In God's white America, y'all really think oh man, bro, y'all really think they was gonna put a black woman before in God's America, white America, where white man and white woman are king and queen? And don't get mad at me, Ninja, for saying the truth. Don't kill me neither. Like I said, I'm perfectly coherent. But why would y'all think in God's white America that they will put a black woman as the president before a white woman? Clown world, Ninja. Hey, I don't mean to say, I'm not trying to get y'all mad though. Don't get mad. You know, niggas get their panties in the water. I'm talking about the men. Get their panties in the water and they want to get mad at me. But why would y'all ever think that would happen, bro? This is America. Shout out to America, Ninja. What are y'all talking about, bro? I mean, damn. Do y'all know how many family members I stopped talking to over that shit because I try to be real with them and they was mad at me for being real? And like I say, I don't say that to stir up hate in your heart. I'm saying that so y'all can wake up to what's actually going on. And I don't do this often because I'm scared they'll off me. But like I said, you know, to be an intellectual as a black man, to be an intellectual is one of the most gaslighting things in today's modern society. Shout out to KB. KB said it best. America is not ready for a woman president, but I'll do you one better. America is not ready for a black woman president. They will have a white woman as president before a black woman because it's just the natural course of history. Now, I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong, but I'm trying to let y'all ninjas know what it is. Besides the point, let's continue because that's not what today's show's about. Here we go. We're just bringing this up right here so we can pull up the fact of what Stephen A. Smith said about not liking what Obama said to the black men. Here we go.
To introduce my friend, the next president of the United States of America, Vice President Kamala Harris.
All right, let's continue. And the reason why we're continuing is, because whenever I brought up Kamala Harris, I was bringing up certain stuff back in the day when I was doing the politics before a lot of you guys came here, and it was demonetizing my page. So we ain't gonna speak about her before they demonetize my page again. We ain't saying no hate. Shout out to YouTube and shout out to KB. KB said we haven't even had a male black president. Technically, that's facts. Let me show you guys one better. Watch this before we get back to Stephen A. Smith. I'm gonna show y'all, like I said, conspiracy theories. Look at this conspiracy theory. Come here. Come look at this. Watch this, guys. I'm about to shock you with this one. I love to shock people with this one. Hold on. Here we go. One sec. Watch this. One sec. How many presidents are related? And I've done this before. How many U.S. presidents have been related? How unusual is it for the father and the son? Blah, blah, blah. Who are the 42 presidents related to? The 12-year-old from Salinas discovered that all presidents except Martin Van Buren are related to the King John of England. Yep. All the presidents are supposedly related. What are the odds, people? And they're all related to King John, who signed the Magna Carta. I remember the Magna Carta. Shout out to my old history teacher. We discussed the Magna Carta back in like 7th or 8th grade. How many U.S. presidents are related to royalty? Right here. And this is applebooks.com. The European royal bloodlines of the American presidents. Like I said, hit the like button, Ninja. I'm about to learn you something right now. This what they don't tell you. Shout out to everybody. Did y'all listen to the song Target Practice? Y'all didn't listen to the song Target Practice where I said it's all fake, even charity. That's where I said politicking had me fucked up because it's all fake, even charity. It is interesting to note that all 45 American presidents have carried European royal bloodlines into office. Every one of the 45 American presidents has been genetic descendants from just one person, the 8th century king of the Franks. What are the odds? Guess one president who's not related to them, actually, that I found out recently is, I believe it's Donald Trump. What are the odds, people? What are the odds? Just something to look at. That's not the main point for today. I was just trying to show you guys some weird shit that I found on the internet. felt like I should share. Let's continue. Back to Stephen A. Smith. So yeah, basically Barack Obama said, oh, you know, you guys, all the black men, here we go.
And I'm speaking to men directly. Part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
And on the one hand, you have somebody who grew up like you.
This is the thing that's really interesting, because people have these stereotypes and actually misconceptions about who Indians are. I mean, at least I can speak about my own experience, and you have a similar experience, sounds like.
Knows you, understands the struggles and pain.
Do you support reparations for black people?
Well, listen.
I stand before you as the first candidate for Vice President of the United States of South Asian descent.
It comes.
Now, it's not what I'm trying to show. I'm gonna probably get demonetized, so y'all gonna see my streams go down, down, down. It's not what I was trying to show. I was just trying to show that little part that Barack Obama said. We're going back to Stephen A. But yeah, I mean, hey, bro, I be trying to wake y'all up, bro. On my show, we wake y'all up a little bit. Feel me? Have y'all thinking about some shit. Leave you skeptical. You know, I used to do this thing on Sunday called Skeptical Sundays. We kind of changed it up. But yeah, back to Stephen A. Smith, because this is starting to become too political for even me, Ninja. For even me. But yeah, the world's a stage. Bruh, it's certain things I can't even speak on. Like, for example, do y'all know about the Black Boule? Do y'all know about that?
You need to leave.
It's some crazy shit out here in this world, man. And the only reason why I even know a little bit of it is because back when I was in college, and shout out to my homie, I'm not finna say his name. The only reason why I know about those kind of things, I got homies that rush fraternities. I didn't rush fraternity, but one time when I didn't listen to Papa Black, and I told y'all this story before, my homie wanted me to go with him to rush, and my dad told me, don't do that shit. Don't do that stupid ass shit, whatever. And there's nothing wrong with it, but yeah. So, you know, I went with my homie to rush. And let me tell you, I'm not finna expose nothing because they stick together like glue. But yeah, when y'all think about secret societies and shit like that, I'm here to tell you, bro, they're very real. It's okay. It's okay to understand. I know it scares you at first. That's called cognitive dissonance. There's a lot of things going on in this world that people don't know about, and that's okay. So when you see people get put on, like I said, you see people get put on, that's how they get put on. It's shit like that. Shout out to AO, shout out to KB. KB said Cherokee in my blood. Yeah, I think I dealt with a woman who was, I believe, Choctaw Indian. I think Choctaw or some shit like that. And shout out to AO. AO said Stokely Carmichael spoke about them. Yeah, so like I said, there's things going on in this world, man, I can't even discuss because they'll off me, Ninja. But like I said, that's why I try and talk in code through my music. We finna bring that back up. But yeah, like I said, Stephen A. Smith, Michelle Obama, people. Let me see. Here we go.
I respectfully disagreed and still remain.
Oh, and hit the like button. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button and answer the poll. Here we go.
You said about us. And I feel even more adamant about what your husband, Barack Obama, said when he talked to those men in Pittsburgh and implied that to not vote for Kamala is because we're engaging in some sort of misogyny.
Real quick, and it's funny that AO talked about the Skull and Bones, right? When it comes to the Skull and Bones, it's so interesting. It's funny. I think we had this one girl from my school. I'm not gonna say her name too. Shout out to her. I hope you're doing well. She married a white man. She's black. And yeah, she got accepted to Harvard. I wonder if she went into that. If she went into the Skull and Bones or whatever that is. I don't know. I don't know too much of it. Like I said, I stay away from that kind of shit. But let's continue.
There are issues that matter to every American citizen. And to sort of blackmail us emotionally into trying to compel us to vote one way or another is part of what won Trump the election.
Yeah, and what it is everybody's disingenuous now. That's what it comes down to. But besides the point, I digress. Let's continue.
Because that side of the aisle was able to look at the left and say, look at what they'll do to win.
Yep.
And y'all talking about him.
Yep.
Like he's worse. And in a lot of y'all eyes, he is worse.
where I want to educate my brother and even my husband who will be listening. Culture is king.
Yeah,
Culture is king. The truth is like they razz me about my love of reality TV and the Real Housewives. I watch it all.
You watch it all?
All of it. They think that sports is better reality TV. I was like, it's the same thing. There's drama in sports.
There's so much drama. Yeah, that's right.
You know, if I listen to ESPN for an hour, it's like watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
you know,
so
it's
this the full
same
video.
drama, and they're yelling at each other, and they don't get along. You know, I mean, Stephen A. Smith, he's just like every other
He'd
talk
be a
show
great
host.
Real Housewife.
He would be.
Right.
It would be amazing.
I respectfully.
All right, let me see if I have the rest of the footage. Hold on 1 second. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comment section. I mean, look, everybody entitled to an opinion, bro. That's it. Women, men, we're all entitled to an opinion in America. It is America, land of the free, home of the brave, my ninja. So we all supposed to be able to say whatever we want to say, right? And discuss what we want to discuss. I don't know how to feel. All I know is you gotta just chalk it to the game, bro. Girls gonna talk, dudes gonna talk. Everybody running their mouth like they got diarrhea. Here we go.
The former First Lady in the United States of America. Somebody that I personally revere and believe to be the greatest First Lady in American history. That's my personal opinion, and I stand by it. Smart, very attractive, highly intelligent, very accomplished, wonderful values and morals. As far as I'm concerned, she's the closest thing to perfection I've ever seen from a First Lady in the White House. That's just how I feel about it. Michelle Obama, I want to take this opportunity to remind you that while you are revered by me personally, and I truly, truly mean that with the greatest sincerity, I'm still a bit salty at you. When you were campaigning on behalf of the former Vice President Kamala Harris, who I'll get into in a minute, by the way, and you were giving a speech, I believe it was in the former First Lady.
Hold on.
Detroit, if I remember correctly, but I'm not sure. It was in the middle of the day. It was carried live. You said a vote for Trump was a vote against you and a vote against y'all as women.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Do y'all remember the last election, bro? Bro, the last election was wild, bro.
But what the hell, bro?
Shout out to AO. AO said, and LOL. Yeah, hey, bro. They playing with the minds of the masses, bro. I can't fall for that shit, bro. Besides the point. But yeah. I ain't gonna lie, the election was wild, bro. Do y'all remember the election, bro? Hold on. Let me show y'all the election right quick. Let me go to TikTok real quick. Hold on. And we almost done, guys. Hit the like button. Answer the poll. Hold up. Where we at? Let me see. Where's TikTok? Hold up. 1 second. Interact. Let me see. Cardi B, Kamala Harris. Let me see. Look at this, bro.
Thank you for having me. I do not take lightly the call to show up, the call to speak up, the call to deliver a message that's been on my heart for a hot minute now.
Oh man, here we go.
Now, I took my time writing this speech, so I'm gonna make sure I deliver it right.
My bad.
Because I got something I've been wanting to say for a long time. I've been saying it on Twitter, on my Instagram, and I'm ready to tell it to you now.
Now, shout out to Barty. Y'all know I love Barty. Shout out to Barty. But you know that was funny, bro. That was funny. Shout out to KB. KB said I don't touch politics on the net. Here we go.
1 second. 1 second, guys. 1 second.
I don't get what was embarrassing though, but let me see. Hold on. Meg the Stallion, Kamala Harris. Let me see. Now, shout out to my black queens. Y'all know what it is. But look, bro, we can't have this in the White House, bro. Look at this, bro. Hold on.
One thing I learned.
Here we go.
Now I know my ladies in the crowd love their body. Real hot girl. And if you want to keep loving your body,
Oh no, I can't. They're gonna give me a violation. I can't say anything. But yeah, now I love I love when people like, I love when the women shake butt, right? I love when the women shake butt. Don't get me wrong. I love when I see a booty shake. Don't get me wrong. I love a butt shake. But come on, bro. It's the White House, bro. Like, the rest of the world got to see us shaking booty, bro. Nah, bro. Come on, dog. Come on. But besides the point, it is what it is. Shit, this is America. Don't catch you slipping, man. This is America. Here we go.
I want to state for the record, I took major offense to that. Black men don't just love our black women. We revere y'all.
That part. So look, when Stephen A. Smith say shit like that, that's what made me say, okay, I fuck with Stephen A. Smith. Because society will tell you otherwise. So society will have you like the internet, like I always tell y'all, man, the agenda war. So the gender war is an agenda war. And shout out to the CIA for doing a big one. But the internet, like TikTok and shit, will have you believing that black women don't like black men and black men don't like black women. I'll be sitting here like this, just watching. Because I ain't going to save you. If you don't like me, ninja, I don't like you neither, ninja. But yeah, if you go on the internet, like I said, the gender war is an agenda war. That's on purpose, so it can keep everybody working. Always remember that. Let's continue.
You've practically raised most of us. Think about the most hardcore individual you can find who is a black man from the streets of America. If there is one person who can walk up to him and slap him silly and get away with it, it's his mama.
See, me, I didn't have my mother. I had my stepmama. Shout out to my stepmama. But I had my granny. My granny, my granny was a very strong black woman, to be real. My granny was strong. My granny was mean. Like, she was nice to me, but she was mean. Like, my cousins were scared of her. No bullshit. Me and my brother wasn't scared of her because I realized she was just being hard because she had to be hard. That's how she felt like she had to be in society. But yeah, she taught me to be tough. So that's why I don't really fear nothing, because she didn't fear anything. Or she did, but she tried to make herself look tough so that way I'll be tough. Here we go.
Or his grandma.
That part.
It's who we are. Detroit, if I remember correctly, but I'm not sure. It was in the middle of the day. And to say what you said back then, I think to this day is the only thing that I didn't like that you said. I didn't appreciate it. Because there's so many things that go into deciding where your vote is going to go. For some people, it's all about the economy. Mm-hmm. For others, it's all about national security. Mm-hmm. For some people, it is immigration. Mm-hmm. For some people, it's safety in the streets of America. Mm-hmm. Long before they think about pro-choice or pro-life. I'm talking about men. There's a reason why Trump got about 57% and Kamala Harris ended up with 42, even though Biden had won the young male vote 4 years earlier.
Yep.
Because life changes and other issues become more pertinent to people.
And this is where I'm saying where you guys got to peep game. I peep game. So I feel like this is more so performative. I personally think Stephen A. Smith does not give a damn what Michelle Obama got to say, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm going to be real with y'all. I think he's setting up the stage. I think personally that he's setting up the stage to announce his run for presidency. And if he is, shout out to him. Shout out to him. I can respect it. That doesn't mean I'm gonna vote for him though, but I can respect it because like I said, if he gets that, he sets his family up for generations. And I mean, it's the time. I don't know if they're gonna allow him to become president, but we'll see. But here we go. Hold up.
Now, I voted for Kamala. And to say what you said back then, I think to this day is the only thing that I didn't like that you said.
Here we go.
Even though I wouldn't vote for Trump, I wasn't excited about voting for Kamala either, particularly after I heard about some of the shenanigans that the Democratic Party was engaging in leading up to the election.
Because like I said, guys, you guys got to follow me, man. All of this, all these things that he's saying, this is all after they said on her show that, what did she say? You see, that's what I'm saying, how they took the conversation and they just moved it over. That's shifting the goalposts, people. But yeah, initially, this was all about her saying that Stephen A. Smith's sports show sounds like Housewives of Atlanta or whatever the case may have you. Now they talking about the presidency. What are the odds? Come on, bro. What are the odds? Even think about it more. It's like I said, right now, what Stephen A. Smith is talking about right now has nothing to do with Michelle Obama. It has to do with her man. So why are you not addressing that with Barack Obama? Here we go.
But I'm talking specifically to you, Madam First Lady. You are not just beloved, you are revered. You are sensational in so many ways. I've been on the record on this show and many others stating, had you run for president, you would have beat Trump. I still believe that.
Okay. Whatever. Let's continue.
If Trump somehow manages to circumvent the 22nd Amendment, which I don't put past him, and Steve Bannon and others, and he tries to seek a third term, I believe if your husband elected to come back, he would beat Trump. That's my personal belief.
I don't know about that one either, because Barack Obama pissed off a lot of people that look like him or look like a variation of him. And the reason why is because he didn't actually do what he said he was going to do for black people. He did things for other people. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I don't have a problem with Obama, but that's what I heard. Word on the internet streets. Here we go.
But you, who never was an elected official,
hold up,
even you, and never aspired to, could easily, I wouldn't say easily, but you could win an election. You didn't run.
Yep. So like I said, I can't, mental masturbation, people, mental masturbation. Okay. That's what a lot of this stuff is. But what I will say is this, man, personally, I'm going to cut that short because like I said, I think personally, Stephen A. Smith is just setting the stage for himself to try and run for presidency, and they're just scooping up the story right now because I believe next year, if I'm not mistaken, they're going to start discussing who's the next potential people who are going to run for the presidential candidacy. Past that, I could be wrong, but I go off my intuition, man. That's it for tonight's show, man. It's getting late. It's getting late. I don't want to really hear Stephen A. Smith talk about politics. People getting their feelings about politics. And today wasn't about politics. It was about housewives. And the question was, chat, do you think that Stephen A. Smith makes a good housewife? Vote and tell us what you think. We had 50% of people saying he most definitely would. We had 25% of people saying she took it too far. And then we have another 25% of people saying that she was just trolling. Chill. Let us know what you think in the comment section, man. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. Shout out to the Adams and shout out to the E's, Ninja. Yes, sir. So we back in here tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Like I said, after that, we should be coming in here early. I'll probably be coming in here like 5:30, 6 the latest. We appreciate